Good morning, good morning. We are in the tarot study of the Hierophant. Here's the original Rider-Waite. Let me adjust this so I know you'll be able to see them all. Tarot of the Abyss. Wandering Star Tarot. Light Seers Tarot. Tarot of the Divine. Golden Knot Nouveau. Wildwood Tarot. Winter Tarot. Star Tarot. Tarot of Mystical Moments. And last but not least, the Good Tarot. And if you guys have any questions about any of those, let me know. Uh-oh. Wiki wiki. There it goes. I don't know why it's doing that lately. All right. So today we are reading from the book Modern Witchcraft Book of Tarot, your complete guide to tarot. No, sorry. Yes, that's it. And this is what the layout looks like there. Okay, here we go. Keywords: spiritual authority, leadership, tradition, and institutions. The Hierophant is a figure of authority and power, like the Emperor, but the Hierophant's power is of spiritual nature. Often he's shown as a religious leader, and some decks call him the Pope. Sometimes he's seated on a throne, dressed in priestly raiment. Oopsies, sorry, I gotta let my dog in. Come on in. You can lay on that little rug down there. Lay right there. Here you go, lay right there. Sorry, she's scratching at the door. Didn't want her to scratch all the paint off. Okay, where were we? Okay, sometimes he's seated on a throne, dressed in priestly raiment. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Crowned and holding a scepter. In the Rider-Waite Smith deck, acolytes stand before him, referring to his wisdom as representative of religious authority. He may represent a person who's dedicated to a religion or philosophy, or he can indicate that you're trying to break away from religious influence or dictates. In a broad sense, this card can refer to any organized institution, religious or otherwise, that exerts authority over its followers. Upright. Hang on. Okay, upright. The Hierophant says you should choose to live according to the beliefs you share with a group or organization. It serves you in many ways. You derive security from knowing the rules and where you fit in. Aligning yourself with this group helps you to achieve your goals. You might even be a leader, aspire to assume that position, or have a close relationship with a leader. In a reading about money, you probably hold traditional ideas about money and resources. Perhaps you could profit from aligning yourself with an established group or a religious organization. Sometimes this card suggests paying more attention to spiritual considerations instead of being so focused on material matters. If the reading is about your job, the Hierophant indicates you must follow the rules if you want to succeed. Sometimes he represents a rigid corporate structure, religious organization, or educational system. Or you may hold a position that uses your spiritual knowledge and interest. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, now she's like scratching at me. All right, she's going to have to read with us, I guess. Okay, here we go. Say hi, Gypsy. Can you say hi, Keen? Look up there. Say looky, hi, say hi. Okay, where were we, Gypsy? You can't get up there. You're going to have to help me read. Okay, what does it say? Don't put your nose near the candle either. And don't block the light. Where am I? Between the camera and the dog, I don't know what's going on. Okay. In a reading about your job, the Hierophant indicates you must follow the rules if you want to succeed. Sometimes he represents a rigid corporate structure, religious organization, or educational system. Or you may hold a position that uses spiritual knowledge and interest. In a reading about love, this card may signify a relationship based on traditions, structures, or spiritual path. You and your partner may be dedicated to serving a higher cause, and your relationship supports your goal. Keys to the mysteries. The Rider-Waite-Smith deck shows 2 cross keys below the Hierophant. These mark him as a teacher who holds... Oh, there it goes again. Hang on. There we go. Okay. These mark him as a teacher and holds the keys to sacred mysteries. The keys also represent an intellect and intuition, the need to use them in tandem. Reversed. If the Hierophant is reversed, it shows you're assessing your position. You may long to break away from old tradition, religious, ideological, intellectual, or cultural that no longer serves your needs. You want to live by whatever philosophy or belief structure resonates with your true nature. Even if this puts you into conflict with others, perhaps your faith is being challenged in some way, and you must reevaluate things you've taken for granted until now in order to be your own person. When the experience of the breath of God becomes morality, morality becomes legality, and legality becomes a system of outer customs and conventions. Then the process of degeneration lies unveiled before us. Valentine Tomberg, Covenant of the Heart. I think that might be it. Nope. Okay, a little bit more. In a reading about money, you may reject the material world to follow a spiritual path. Conversely, this card may indicate arrogance in financial areas and attitude that you don't need to play by the rules because you're above all of that. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. If the reading is about your job, you're probably questioning authority or the limitations in your workplace. Sometimes the reverse Hierophant indicates leaving an organization that you feel is unprincipled or that doesn't hold your values. In a reading about love, the reverse Hierophant may mean you feel trapped in a relationship because you're afraid to buck a social, religious, or cultural order. This card can also indicate a relationship in which one person holds most of the power or is judgmental or dogmatic. That's it. Again, there's that. Whew. Sometimes when all this happens, it makes it feel like they're like, no, you're not supposed to learn anymore. No, you're not supposed to go deeper anymore. But I feel like that's when we're supposed to like dig deeper and learn more and like really like hold on to like don't like give up and keep searching and just keep going deeper in our spirituality and don't let the disruptions and the ways in which life aren't perfectly fluid push us off course. That's when we're supposed to show up even more and even like stronger and shoulders more back and ready to roll. I think it's the weather that's making her like this. So say hi, Gypsy. Say hi to everybody. Say I'm scared because it's raining. Yeah. All right. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.